edition of a special program that will mostly go around the country, discuss different issues ranging from politics, economy, and cultural issues. Today in the special program, we are having the president of the Oakland Progressive Association. It's an association that comprises indigenous of Okene land from Kogi State, Mr. Abubakar Ramadan. Mr. Abubakar Ramadan, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So actually, the issue of the ground now is 2023 elections. And Nigerian youth are coming up because we have seen how old people, how the old generation ruled the country from, let's say, after the First Republic. Because during the First Republic, the leaders of Nigeria were youths. Sardona, Amin Kano, and all were youth then. After then, the next generation that followed them come down to this generation ruling the country, while the youth doesn't have the opportunity to exhibit what they have or their endowment. So you are agitating for a new Nigeria through a new generation leader. Who is that person?
So, thank you very much. My name is Malam Abubakar Zubair Ramadan, the president of Oakland Progressive Group, Opogoro Okene, from Kogi State. Actually, the question put to me, it's very obvious that a young and youthful man has been on the pages of every news in Nigeria today, which is no other person than Governor Yahaya Bello. This man in question is a youth and is a choosing Messiah to the Kogi State. All the work he has put in Kogi State is the same work we want this man.
Why do you call him a Messiah?
Because a lot of things he has done so far in Kogi State is so miraculous that in the history of Kogi State, there is no accurate, or let me say, percentage of unifications of the indigenous groups is just like 20%. But today, you can discover that both the Igalas, the Okuns, and the Ibiras are unified such a way that they can even engage in intermarriage. Why? This has not been happening. This has started happening because of what? The unification this man in question is trying to what? Put together in Kogi State. Already has put together in Kogi State.
So let's talk of infrastructural development, which was one of the prerequisites. Okene is a gateway from northern Nigeria to the southern Nigeria. So actually, we know there are so many road problems. Did Yahaya Bello solve one of such problems?
Yes, of course. When he came into the government, initially, due to the tribal, ethno crisis and other things that have been developing the state in question, when he came in, he tried to see what can be done such a way that all the three geopolitical zones, which is Nigeria constituency, should gain in his government. By doing so, he looked into all the eastern axis and discovered that there are problems of roads. He's not a person that normally votes propaganda, kind of showing what he has done on television, because why? He is for the citizens and for the indigenous. So he is doing his work without kind of doing propaganda on any media. But he has touched the lives of the indigenous people by constructing all the roads in the native land of the Kogi State.
President Oakland Progressive Group, you're talking of infrastructural development. You see, your principal or the Yahaya Bello, the governor of Kogi State, have shaped the infrastructural development into 3 central districts, as you mentioned. So, actually, can you cite an example of where such works have been done?
Yes. I will first of all start with the capital city of Kogi State, which is Lokoja. In Lokoja, more than 12 different roads have been constructed. Rehabilitations and constructions have been going on. Example of these are when we have Odapolo Road, then we have Kabawa. There's a road passing through the Kabawa. Then we have another road in Ganadia area, and even overheld bridge are being what? Ongoing construction in Ganadia, right here as I'm talking to you. He touches the area such a way that what? There's a road called Baptist Road, then Karaoro, as well as what? A road going towards Cinema. All these axes are being touched. A lot of dilapidated roads are being rehabilitated, and new roads are being constructed in Lokoja.
I don't know.
As well, he also tried to touch all the other areas. For set example, in what? Kogi Central, there is Agasa Okogoro Road has been constructed. There is a road called Obagogo up till Oganena Road has been constructed. There's another road being constructed at Ahachi Ignare Road has been constructed. Most of these roads, you understand me, they are like a road. In fact, vehicle cannot even pass through there. But today, through his effort, all these, you understand me, areas are being touched. And they are not being it's not a propaganda. He don't want to propagate anything. This is what I've been doing because he's doing it for what? Masses.
So let's, before we leave the infrastructure sector, particularly road construction, to other aspects, there are federal roads that connect Kogi Street with the Southern Street, particularly the Kaba Road.
Yeah.
So some states took the bull by the horn by constructing such roads and applied for federal government to pay them back. For sure, that one has been a problem for transporters and transporting goods from northern Nigeria to southern Nigeria. Did Yahaya Bello do anything on that regard?
As that regard, you know, it's the road supposed to be a kind of a federal government.
We know it's a federal government on.
Yes, but what actually goes on there is that the road has been it's a project that's been given out since 1999's government, as Obasanjo's regime. But today, what my governor did is that he tried to kind of work on the roads, try to patch all the loopholes, the gallops have been patched. Initially, you can spend more than, in fact, a journey of 45 minutes will take you almost 3 hours. You are in that Lokoja or Kene road. But today, within that 45 minutes, you move from Lokoja to to Kene because all those roads have been patched up.
I know there was a time I spent more than 4 hours.
Yes, of
on
course.
That short distance.
Yes, definitely. But right away, as I'm talking to you now, you will move from Lokoja to Okene. Within 45 minutes, you will be in Okene because it has rehabilitated the roads, but not reconstruct. Just all the areas that are being damaged have been put in order.
So let's talk of education sector. Yeah. You know, education is the bedrock and Kogi State particularly, that's the side of Kogi State people in general. Yeah. They are meant to be technocrats, civil servants and academicians. Yeah. Yeah. So what has this man done in that regard so that the youth of today will be the successors of their fathers, particularly those men made known in civil service and other academic sector?
Actually, in the academic sector, you see, it was his own regime, the states, we used to find it very difficult to get admission in other universities in other states. But today he made it easy for the indigenous citizens to have education close to their door by bringing in the federal university now situated during his own regime in Kogi State.
You already have the federal university. Jonathan established federal universities.
No, that was federal technology, University of Technology, then during the Jonathan. But now federal university is there, and now state university is also It's also ongoing. The session is also in his own regime.
But the state university was initiated by late Governor
Abaka, which is State University of Technology. Okay. The likes we have in Kano, like Wudil State, is now.
So now you have 2 federal universities and 1 state university.
So, going on in Kogi State right away.
So and actually,
and even on the issue of education sector, we are talking of, mostly we have problem with this jam stuff. Now we have various centers where the governor has built up a big, CBT centers.
So let's talk of primary and secondary school education, which is the bedrock.
Yes, rehabilitation. Most of the primary and secondary school in Kogi State have been rehabilitated because most of these structures there are being dilapidated.
Could you remember there are so many crises in salary payment of primary school teachers?
Yes, yes, of course. Yes, of course. It's an obvious fact. That was during his own first regime, first tenure. Anyway, there is no government that came out for changes that will not witness a lot of what? Hardship. Within the society, the citizens, even the workers will face a lot of difficulty a little bit before things can be what to restore. As I'm talking to you now, salary problem is not the issue in Kogi State. It has been restored. Everything has what put in place. So with the effort of what Governor Yahaya Bello himself by putting in a new chief of staff who is capable and, you understand me, ready to carry the task.
Because of time factor, okay. So let's look at the youth empowerment, which is very critical. Job creation, training youth on one aspect of economic, what do you call it? Different aspect of employment.
To reduce the rate of employment.
Unemployment.
Mostly this there is this empowerment on agriculture that has taken place in Kogi State, of which many youths are part of, part of beneficiaries. There are also in the under health center, which is what empowerment has been done on education sector, on agriculture. That is, every youth in the state have been enjoying the.
So the signals are coming that we have exhausted our time, but within 30 seconds, what do you want to see? What do you want to tell Nigerians that this man you are trying to say as Nigerian next president, how as unique compared to all aspects?
One of the most important things I would like to say is that, one, everybody knows that in any nation, security is the most paramount issue to be tackled. Once you are secured, every other things will come as a secondary thought. Back years in my own state, which is Kogi State, Kogi State has been ranked as one of the dangerous states in the world in their road that is unfree from rampant kidnapping and armed robbery. But today, with the help of what? His effort, Governor Yahaya Bello, he restored that security in Kogi State, that you can now move in Kogi State even in the midnight. Kogi State is one of the what? One of the safest states in the northern Nigeria as I'm talking to you. So,
Abakar, thank you very much. On behalf of all my colleagues, I am Bami saying don't forget to subscribe, share, and watch TvAfrica. Bye for now.